The All-Star break still in effect one more day. Here's a few guards I look to buy and trade for this week. The first guard, Coby White of the Chicago Bulls. It's been a pretty solid year for Coby White. On the year, 18.2 points a game, 3.3 boards, 4.5 assists, 3 threes, and 42% from the field. His field goal percentage is down a little bit from last year to this season and a point per game, but everything else is pretty solid for Coby White. But the last couple weeks, he's been in a slump, 14.8 points a game, 2.8 boards, 3.3 assists, 3 threes, and 32% from the field. So field goal percentage, he's going to hurt fantasy owners is Coby White. We know he's a streak scorer out there at times, obviously, and put up 30-plus games. But the last couple games, he struggled, and I think it's a good time to buy him low before play resumes tomorrow. February 8th versus the Warriors, 27 points, 4 boards, 4 assists, 6 threes, 58% from the field. February 11th versus the Pistons, 5 points, 3 boards, 2 assists, a steal, 15% from the field. And February 12th versus the Pistons, 7 points, 4 boards, 3 assists, a steal, 2 blocks, 2 threes, 14% from the field. So like I said, the last 2 games before the break, totally down games it was for Coby White. He couldn't score the basketball, and he's been in the shooting slump the last 2 games. And maybe his mind was to the All-Star break, but either way, 2 bad games, 5 games in a row, 20 or more points for Coby White. He's just in a slump a little bit, and right now, well, his value's a little down, even though I know it's 2 games. This would be a time, I believe, for owners to go out there and get him. The next guard, Immanuel Quickley of the Toronto Raptors. So Quickley, it's been an injury-plagued season, no doubt about it for him. But this Raptor team, I know we're going nowhere, but Quickley's getting a lot of money. And I think this second half of the year, as long as he's healthy, he's going to play. And we know he's a good scorer, is Quickley. On the year, 15.3 points a game, 2.6 boards, 5.6 assists, 2.2 threes, and 42% from the field. So Quickley, another guy where he has to take a lot of shots at times to get his points. And like I said, he's been working his way back on and off all season, missing a majority of the year with injury. February 9th at the Rockets, 20 points, 8 boards, 3 assists, a steal, 3 threes, 40% from the field. February 11th at the Sixers, 23 points, 3 boards, 5 assists, 4 threes, 63% from the field. And February 12th versus the Cavs, 15 points, 2 boards, 3 assists, 2 threes, 45% from the field. So Quickley, he was always a good scorer, obviously, throughout his career. 6-man of the year candidate the last couple of years with the New York Knicks before he got traded last season for OG Anunoby in that deal. But like I said, Quickley could score the basketball, and only health has been the problem, and even his assists have been decent at times this year as well. So right now, well, his numbers haven't been great, been injury plagued a little this year. He's a buy low guard this week, and the third and final guard I look to buy and trade for is D'Angelo Russell of the Brooklyn Nets. So Russell, he was on the list last week as a buy low candidate, and Russell, he's had some good games with this net team, but his numbers still a little bit inconsistent at times. And I know the Los Angeles Lakers, they wanted him out of there, and obviously they traded him off to the Nets a couple months ago. On the year, 13.1 points a game, 2.8 boards, 5.1 assists, a steal, 2 threes, and 40% from the field. So Russell, his field goal percentage is down this season once again from what was last year, where he was at 45%. And believe it or not, his points per game are down 5 points, where this Laker team, like I said, wanted to get rid of him. But with the Brooklyn Nets, he's going to get 25, 30 minutes a game. We know this net team, they want to tank for the most part and get a good pick, even though they're still in the hunt for that play-in seed, 9th to 10th seed. February 7th versus Miami, 17 points, 2 boards, an assist, 2 steals, a block, 3 threes, 33% from the field. February 10th versus the Hornets, 11 points, 3 boards, 4 assists, a steal, a 3, 33% from the field. And February 12th versus the Sixers, 22 points, 5 boards, 4 assists, a steal, 3 threes, 60% from the field. So D'Lo, we know he can score the basketball. We know he's a decent assister to the basketball. And I think now, after this break, getting more acclimated to the playbook and how things run over there in Brooklyn, even though we know many years ago he had a stint over there. But obviously new personnel and stuff here. I think Russell could get more comfortable, and we'll see the ball in his hands a little bit more in the second half. So right now, well, his numbers have been mid for the most part. He's a buy low guard this week, so that's a few guards I look to buy as this All-Star break concludes for this week in the fantasy basketball season.